Hey, what's good, guys? It's Austin here, or Luna. So today's story time isn't one of my proudest moments, okay? But at the same time, I can't really blame myself for acting out of impulse. But yeah, if you guys like the story, please leave a like on the video. I would really appreciate it. And also, I'm streaming on Twitch right now as this video goes up. So if you're watching this video in the first hour of it being up, or 2 or 3 hours, click the first link in the description, twitch.tv/Luna. I'll be live, hanging out with all y'all, playing Fortnite, maybe telling some stories. I don't know. Just having fun. Anyway, so on to the story time. Today's story time takes place when I was 16. I was dating a girl, and her mom did not like me. So you can already tell this story is going to be quite the interesting one, okay? So I dated people where their parents didn't like me before for no reason. I've told stories about that before. But this girl's mom didn't like me for a reason that wasn't true. So we got into a fight one time when we first started dating, like after the first month. She thought I cheated. I didn't cheat. And she told her mom that I was a cheater. Never was true. I debunked that whole fucking myth right in front of both of them, and everything was cool. Like, literally, everything was fine. I never cheated. Done deal. Well, she didn't believe it. Girlfriend did, but not her. So she always hated me. So one night, I'm hanging out at my house, just chilling by myself, playing Xbox, and she texts me. She's like, hey, you should come over. And I'm like, okay, well, what about your mom? Because I could never go over there if her mom was there. If her dad was there, it was fine. But if her mom was there, like, I'd have to leave immediately, or else she'd come in and scream at me for no reason. So I'd be like, what about your mom? And she's like, oh, she's not home. I'm like, all right, great. So I go over there, and no one was home, which I never did before. Usually it would be like her dad there or her brothers. Just me and her were there. So kind of not a good idea, but, whatever. So I go over there, and I'm hanging out with her, doing nothing, keep in mind. We're literally just watching Netflix. And before someone comments and is like, yeah, Netflix, okay. No, like, literally we were just watching Netflix. We didn't do a fucking thing. Most we would do is, like, kiss, but that's what every couple usually does. So we watched a few episodes of Wilfred. Good show, by the way. And then after, like, 3 episodes, I hear the door open, her front door. We had the door closed to her room. And she's like, oh, shit, I think it's my dad. And she gets up, opens the door, and runs out there. And I hear her mom talking to her. And I'm like, oh, fuck, this is going to be so awkward. Because I usually never hang out there if her mom's there because she hates me. But if I'm there and she is, she usually just grills me and just hates me and, like, just gives me a mean vibe. And it's really, really annoying. So I'm listening to my girlfriend and her talk. And my girlfriend goes, yeah, Austin's in the other room. And I hear her mom go, what? And she's like, what? He's just hanging out. Like, he always hangs out here. And she's like, with no parental supervision? None of your brothers are here? No one? And she's like, no, but, like, you know him. He's not going to do anything. She's like, where is he? Where is he? And I hear her start walking towards the bedroom. And I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, at this point, I'm like debating. Do I just jump out the window and run away? Or do I sit here and, be mature and try and talk to her? And she walks in the room and goes, what the fuck are you doing here? And I'm like, oh, we were just hanging out, like, watching Netflix. And she's like, without anyone else here, you know that someone has to be here at all times. Keep in mind, this rule about someone being there at all times was never told to me or her. Like, literally, I don't remember ever being told this, and I know that because sometimes when me and her would be hanging out and her dad would be in the other room, we would get bored of watching Netflix and just want to go somewhere by ourselves, and we would, and we'd always say, hey, like, we're leaving, and he'd be like, oh, okay, have a good one, like, just make sure you guys are back before 10, okay? And we'd be like, okay, and he's like, all right, have a good one, guys. And he was always so nice to me, like, super nice. He'd always tell me about how much he trusts me with his daughter, and he knew because I wasn't some fucking scumbag who'd ever try and pull anything. Like, literally all me and her would mainly do is just watch Netflix. That was pretty much it. So anyway, back to the story. Her mom walks in and is screaming at me. She walked in and screamed, what the fuck are you doing here? You know the rule. Someone has to be here at all times. So then I told her, I was like, oh, actually, I had no idea. Like, I really did not know. I'll make sure every time in the future someone's here before I come over. Like, I'm actually really sorry. And without saying a word or saying, like, it's okay or just saying I don't accept your apology, she ducks down and just, like, closed fist fucking smacks me in the face. And, like, no, not a slap, not like a little bitch slap or a backhand. Like a full-blown fucking, like, closed her knuckles and, like, side hit me with her fist, like a punch. And she goes, that's where my trust is for you. And my girlfriend lost her shit. She's like, what the fuck? Why would you do that? You're insane. Like, you did nothing. What the fuck? And she, like, comes over to me, stands me up, walks me over to the freezer, grabs me an ice pack, being extra, but being a great, great person for trying to take care of me. I didn't need it, though. I didn't get that hurt or anything. Like, it wasn't, a fucking KO or anything. Like, she hit me pretty hard, and I tasted blood, but it wasn't, like, fucking knock me the fuck out and, like, swell my whole face up kind of punch. But I was in shock, and I was pretty pissed off. Like, I know somebody's going to comment and be like, dude, I would have fucking smacked her right back. Like, no, I could not do that. I wouldn't do that. Like, I could never hit somebody's mom, even though she was completely fucked up for doing that. So I just grabbed my phone, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to walk home. Sorry for bothering you. And her mom's like, all right, see ya. And I turn around and I start walking, and my girlfriend's like, hey, like, call me as soon as you get back. Like, we'll talk about this. I was like, okay. And I walk out the front door, and I start walking down their driveway. Pretty long driveway, so it gave me some time to think. And I see her mom's SUV sitting in the driveway staring at me. And I look at the car, and it's a fairly new car. It's a nice car. It was a nice new Jeep SUV. And as I'm walking by it, it's like I just subconsciously took my keys out and just scraped it. You could just hear the paint coming off. And you could just hear the most ear-piercing sound of a car being keyed. So, of course, I should have known. As I was keying her car, she sees me because she was looking out the window watching me leave. And she runs outside and goes, what the fuck are you doing? I'm going to call the cops. I'm going to press fucking charges. And my girlfriend's like, Mom, stop. And the way she was coming at me, I thought she was going to hit me again. But she stops right in front of me. And I look her in the eye, and I was so angry. Probably the most angry I'd been all year. And I said, call the fucking cops. You punched a 16-year-old kid in the face. And I took my key and just went across her car again. And she just goes, fuck you. And turns around and walks away. And I look at my girlfriend. I'm like, I'm so sorry. And she just goes, no, honestly, like, she completely deserved that. And I was like, oh, okay, so no one's mad at me besides the mom. That's cool with me. So I turned around and confidently walked back to my house and ended up telling my mom about what happened. She was pissed. She wanted to literally call the cops and get this fucking lady charged. But I was like, Mom, no, like, I keyed the shit out of her car. Kind of took the matter into my own hands. Kind of immature, but I'm sorry. Like, I had to. I was so mad. And she's like, no, good. And I was so confused. I was like, what the fuck? Is it opposite day? Why is nobody getting mad at me for doing this? Like, only her mom got mad at me, and I understand why. But yeah, pretty much in the end, nothing happened to me besides getting punched in the face by my girlfriend's crazy mom. Her car got fucking keyed to shit. Went over it a good few times. And looked her right in the eyes. I did it that one last time, and it felt so good. But moral of the story is, guys, don't act on impulse. Don't go to someone's house if they have a crazy mom that you could suspect to punch you. I don't know. But if you guys enjoyed this story or found it funny or crazy, please leave a like on the video. I would really appreciate it. Leave your stories in the comments down below. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys all later. Peace.